Okay. Well, Mother's Day, kind of, sort of. It's Saturday, actually, the day before Mother's Day, but we decided we'd do Mother's Day early. Kids came over. We cooked out on Tiana's new toys. We'll try to do something here a little bit. We go up to 80. Anyway, Tiana, we're trucking off up to Lowe's here last week. Got her a new toy. Big outdoor grill. Well, we've got one at Siegel North. Nice. Works good. Got a rotisserie in it and all that stuff. But don't have one here. So, I mean, after all, would be cost effective, I guess, to haul the thing back and forth in the van from place to place. So now we have one in each place. And it's got a, what do you call it? Got that wood thing on the side where you put wood in it. Smoker. It's got a smoker attachment. Got 4 gas burners on it. Got a charcoal pit. This thing is maxi chubby. Got wheels on it. That's one thing I like about it above one. The one we have up home up at Siegel North doesn't have wheels. It's little bitty casters. And it's hard to move around. This one here's got big old wheels on it. You can pick up the back end wheel thing around. One of my concerns, we have a very nice back porch, but of course it's got wooden rails and wooden ceiling. Initially, when Tiana put the thing out there on the porch, set that right up close to the rail, well, those puppies get hot. And I mentioned to her that we might burn the house down if we get the rails on the porch going, so we moved it away from the rails. We had Brockworks steak. It's fine steak. It's been my experience, it's tough to find good edible steak here in Texas. I'm told it's because they send all the prime cuts to the Far East. The Japanese and Chinese are willing to pay an exorbitant price, so the really good cuts of meat that here in the beef capital of the world get sent off to the Far East. But Mama went to H-E-B, that's a chain store here in Texas, and they were good. They were very good. I gave her my permission to go back and buy more of them, in fact. Her son laughed, like, right, she needs your permission. But, they were delicious. At steaks, had some asparagus bits. Real fine, small, tender asparagus. Now, most asparagus about the size of your finger and about this long, and you bite into it, it gets all stringy, and I don't like it. It's terrible. But this stuff was good. I could become an asparagus whatever. I liked it. Baked tater. What else? Of course, corn on the cob. They burned my ear to corn. Has anybody out there ever heard of baked corn with mayonnaise on it? Oh, doesn't sound very appetizing to me. Well, Mama, she's game for anything. She put mayonnaise on hers and put it in and baked it. And everybody else going, well, that's really good. I said, stick with butter. Well, it turns out mayonnaise doesn't cook as fast as butter. So my corn got a little dark. Still good. But it was almost burned. I've never seen burned corn before, but it was dark. But it was still good. So I had a baked tater, steak, asparagus, corn, and an adult beverage. That was good too. And good day was had by all. So we had a good Mother's Day. Now Mama is out in the scullery cleaning up. I guess that's just her cross to bear, but I suppose I can get out there and help her, but I'm busy here. Anyway, I've tried a little new lighting scheme here, which I'm kind of interested to see how this works. Because yeah, I noticed the other day that my forehead was shining and I kind of looked all glossy. And so I'm going to try this. Had a good day. Still waiting on those x-rays to come back from Waco. They called me back in for another set. Evidently, they thought they saw something in that. And you remember in my previous thought for the day, I told you that they had called me back for a second shot. That I thought I was going in for just a remake of the ones that they had done. Wasn't a remake. They were doing different ones. My original ones, I went in and stuck my head on the machine. They took the chest x-ray, turned sideways, took the armpit sideways shot. Hey, but I went in the second time. They didn't repeat the original x-rays, which I thought they were going to do. Nope. Turned me kind of on the bias, took one here, turned me on the bias, took one there. And then they turned me around until I was facing the machine like I am looking at the camera and took one there. And I thought, well, that can't be good. What are they looking for? Well, I haven't heard a word out of them, and no news is good news. Anyway, I figured by Tuesday, if I haven't heard, I'll call them, this being Saturday. So obviously I'm not going to hear anything over the weekend. I figured Monday. The other time when they called me back, when they called for a second go on those, they called the day after they took them. And then I went the day after that for a repeat. So I figured if there was anything dramatically wrong, they would have called me. I did the repeat on Thursday. I figured they would have called me on Friday and said, hey, you need to come in. But they didn't. So I'm assuming that all's well. But if I haven't heard by Tuesday, I'm going to call them myself and say, hey, I need the report because I got to be downsized in Nashville, yada, yada, yada. And then I expect they'll come clean, whatever it is they were looking for. Anyway, we've had a good day. And this was kind of a little check on our lighting system and a report on the day. Here's my buddy.